Alright. Wait, why isn't it showing the screen? Uh, oh wait, wrong file. Okay, there we go. Two people watched this for a second. Well, since no one's here, I guess I can do an audio test. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, my in-game audio is off. Alright, let's see. Sorry this is taking so long. Sorry this is taking so long. Okay, audio is working. Let's get started. Here we are. So we have to build another map from scratch. So first I should get started with the teleporter room. Like we're working on the control side, by the way. So it would be like very like grayish and blue in color. Maybe some black. I don't know if I want this. I mean, it will just be a box. Let's be honest here. I'm not sure how to not make it a box, honestly, because I don't know. I guess I can make it an angle like the resistance hideout, but a box sort of seems better for me because, you know, this campaign will be more about you know, training to be a guard because, you know, Jackson isn't actually a guard yet when the story starts. And the training area to me would seem more like a, I don't know, a really big area, and the base plate is naturally a box, so if I make the indoor area the size of a base plate, it would be a box. Of course, I don't know. I mean, as long as it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Gonna do another audio test real quick. I forgot to check something. Okay, should be good. I don't have anything new to talk about, really. I mean, I have a few new things, but other than that, I mean, the few things I want to talk about aren't going to last me an hour. So and I'm going to let them come up naturally as I could anyways. Can. All right, let's build up. I was just thinking on what to do. Obviously, I have to build up first. So if you read the description, I don't think a lot of people read the description, but if this whole thing doesn't work out and I don't have like the energy to do as much as I thought I would, I will pivot to something else. Maybe it will be something building related, but it definitely won't be this main project. I wouldn't want the main project to suffer because I'm low on energy. I'm listening to music right now, and for some reason my headphones are acting statically, and which is weird because I just got these headphones like I don't know, maybe like a month ago, so they shouldn't be that bad this quickly. I mean, I guess I can just play the music out loud, no one's home, but I'd rather the music be in my ears. It's just the static just really bothers me. I don't know, like, I mean, I guess my lobby is sort of like very basic, and a lot of people say it looks good, a lot of people say it looks bad. I don't really have an opinion on how my lobby works. All I know is it works, and that doesn't really help me in this situation. I'm talking about my game lobby. You know, it's on my channel as a short video. It also has like that new series thing introduction that I never really did. I do want to do it, but it's going to like happen like farther in the future than I originally planned. Which I think I talked about before. Okay, hold on. I need to try like replugging this. It's really bad. It didn't fix it. Okay, let's make a target practice area. I forgot what else I was gonna say to that front. I felt like I was gonna say more. Like the self-explained described series is like a very weird idea to me because it's basically explaining everything I did like artistically on Sandbox, like all of my series that I've built or all the games that I built on here, all the stories, stuff like that. But I feel like explaining it would kind of ruin me a little, if that makes sense. You know, if the if the creator explains the intent of the work, it sort of ruins the point of interpretation. So, but it's still a series I plan on doing because, like, if I'm not satisfied with myself, with how slow I'm going, then maybe, like, explaining everything, while not be, while not, might not be the best thing for me to do, might stand to benefit me because at the very least, um, if for whatever reason I would die, I'd at least have that out there that where I try to explain my intent of what I try to do. Again, it's sort of like a niche scenario, and there's definitely things that what's the word? I don't know. There's definitely benefit to it, but there's definitely not benefit as well. This is supposed to be a moving target. Like a lot of people think my my Rusted City looks bad. This is going to look worse. Honestly, because like with this entirely gray area, yeah, it's not gonna look good. And there should be some blue to it, but I don't know. I'm just betting it won't look as good as I want it to. Is it like off-centered? I don't think so. Yeah, guess it's time for me to awkwardly, uh, you can tell I'm not good at this. I sort of want to try and explain my fear of death more because, it's more fresh in my mind since I just had a sort of existential crisis last night, which isn't a good thing, but it's a good conversation topic. Maybe. Probably not, but let's see. Kept opening the wrong bar. So, yeah. I'm not sure how to start that off with that type of like startup. Like, I don't know, like, it's sort of hard for me to find the words for what I feel about it. Okay, I should make another sort of training area right here. I'm having a lot of trouble spitting it out into words. I thought I'd have an easier time. like I've already talked about how my fear of death like comes from like me worried about you know, basically the void, absolute nothingness, not being able to experience anything. So I guess I don't have to talk about this because I think that expresses a lot, but I don't know. Yeah, without that, I don't know. I mean, my fear of death probably doesn't help me. I can tell you that much. Like, there's the part of me who wants to believe um that I would go to heaven when I die, but there's the part of me that doesn't want to believe that. And you're probably like, why why would you not want to believe you why would you want to believe you wouldn't go to heaven? Like, obviously going to heaven would be better, and I know, but like, hear me out on this. Like, if I die, like right now, in stream, what would happen? I would probably get in the news. Weirdo dies in stream, or something like that. Or streamer has a heart attack. My point is, it would probably like give my name attention, but then people would forget about me. Like that guy who jumped out of the plane to prove fall damage isn't real. He died, he showed up on the news, but then he was forgotten. And my family would still remember me, but ultimately my name will just be forgotten later on in my life. If I died like right now. I mean, going to heaven wouldn't make that bad, but that's sort of like the reason. Like, I do want to go to heaven, not like, believe me, that would be like a horrible, horrible fate if I didn't. Like, I'm scared of my own mortality. Obviously, like, I talk about that a lot. Uh, I don't know. But like believing in that would make me like a little content about dying here because I'm already satisfied. I just sort of want my name to mean more than that, you know? Probably isn't gonna happen though. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, like my name getting that common of a thing is a pipe dream. Like I had a deeper conversation in my head, but you know how humans are. We can't always translate what's in our head into uh into words. You know? So I'm like kind of doing an outline here because in another place, you know, on one of the doors in the town area, it kind of looks like this, you know, with the thing outlined like around the edges. So I wanted to make the floor look like that. It was ice, but I think plastic is works fine. Mm. There should sort of be some parkour here. It is a training area, but I don't want people to get too distracted. I'll probably have one of my friends touch this area up when I'm done. Normally I wouldn't do that sort of thing, but I kind of want this to actually look like it's meant to like be something. So, yeah, having one of my friends help me might be a good idea with this. Yeah, that should be good. Sort of looks like a parkour area for training. I should fill out this empty space more, but I don't know with what. Like, I sort of have everything here, but I think I need one more thing because it's this empty space. Maybe like a break area. You know, just like right inside the training zone. Like have a water cooler and such. You know, about my other Sandbox creations, I mean, I've talked about them before, but you guys don't really have any context as to 100% what they are, unless, you know, they're my friends watching, which I don't know about. A lot of my friends don't know about this channel, which doesn't mean it's impossible, but you know, I sort of wanted to talk about those things more, but it would be kind of difficult considering. I mean, I don't necessarily have to explain anything, but I should. Like, otherwise, we wouldn't have context. I don't know, let's try something about, like, it. Like, the three things, you know, for anyone who's only had, like, contact from me from my channel, the three things that I have that I've shown off in this channel to some respect would be trust no one, trust someone, grasslands, and lore blocks. Oh, and this would be a fourth thing. Uh, oops. But the thing with that is the YouTube version of Trust No One, Trust Someone is the worst version of it. Like, I've said that a couple times. Like, the YouTube version is the worst version. And the other two, you don't really get a good sense of, especially lore blocks. Like, all I did was tell people it exists and introduce some of the characters. Like, that's literally nothing. Which is why I plan on doing that self-described series, but I don't know. I'm not going to do that right now, obviously. And I'm not going to do it soon either. But there is something that happened recently that has something to do with those things. We'll see. If I have nothing else, literally nothing else to talk about, I'll talk about that, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I can add. I'll ask my friends later on, honestly. I don't think I absolutely have to finish this in stream. Let's just get the story going. Alright, just need to wait for this teleporter to. Alright. So the story starts with Jackson. And Jackson, like I want to skip to the physical part of the assessment in this because, in order to start training, in schools and colleges, you usually have an assessment before, like, school begins. So, walks into the guard train room, ready to take an assessment. A little, like, very on the nose, but it gets the job done. Like, I don't think everything needs to be full of subtext, especially like the beginning. Like, if the beginning is full of subtext, you won't really understand what's going on, in my opinion. Then again, I'm an amateur, like I keep saying. There's probably a bunch of stuff I don't know. Alright, so... Oh, it shouldn't be Jackson walks because it's a first-person story. It should be you walk. Because you are Jackson. Although I think I did that with Ebony as well. But I don't remember. So let's just start with you. I mean, the player knows they're Jackson, so they should know what I'm talking about or trying to say. So you have already taken a written assessment the day before, so all that is left are couple let me look up how to spell physical. both physical assessments. And this R should be a T. And the assessment's tagged. I spelled it exactly the same and it tagged, so that's Roblox for you. And written is tagged as well. Let's try to space this assessment's out so people can actually read it. And after this is done, checking. Let's put dashes in to know that, so people know that it's the same word. And let's double check how I spelled written. Oh, it's 2 T's. Alright. Not sure what to do on this following line, but there should be a following line. Maybe. Maybe you see... No, I can just visualize that. I don't know. Let's try visualizing it first. Need to remove its dialog box. Yeah, a couple guards standing in line like they're about to undergo something, which implies them being trained or taking an assessment, like the text there implies. And you would go right here. Let's get Lack because he's supposed to be like a commander slash teacher guy. we don't have time to waste. There we go. I think that pretty blatantly spells out the situation here. Alright, let's make this. Yeah, that works. Alright. Then it will be teleported to a story hallway, which you saw me like begin one in the ebony area, in the like resistance side of the story. But this time you will get to see me build like a full story hallway or full text hallway. Let's see. Gotta test the teleporter. Alright. I should definitely start with black talking. It's nice to see that everyone showed up to the. I should just say today. If I use the word assessment too much, it would get repetitive. Let me just say, if you have confidence in it spelled confidence wrong. Uh, if you have confidence because of how you performed in the written portion, stop right here. Or there. Doing well in academics mean nothing. And I think most people know that. I just want to like characterize lack a little before the story begins. Or it's already beginning, but you know. I forgot what I was gonna do. Academics, right. Academics. Doesn't mean anything. You don't up it. Should also like, since a character talks more than once in a row, you know which character is by their color, and you know this character is talking from the first text box, but it continues on, so I shouldn't put lack right here. It's a practice I do a lot. You know, I think it works. Okay, see here. That being said, there is someone I have high expectations for. I could use some more subtext in that, but I'm not sure how to do that. And if you're not sure how to like put subtext into something, I think your best bet is not to try, because if you fail with subtext, you know, there's always a chance that the person reading will not understand. Of course, that's a bit of a bad way of looking at things, but you know, I do subtext when I know I can do it. It's just when I think I can't, I don't. That's just something I, do. So, yeah, let's just spell it out for now. Sin name. Or no, I should, like, it wouldn't really be in Lax's character to, well, he would sort of call it out, but I don't know. Maybe. It's gonna write he stares at you. And I want to set up that Jax, a lot of people have high expectations of Jackson early on for reasons that I won't explain. Alright. Let's see. What should I put next? Alright, Lax should continue to talk. Well, we will see. Alright, so I'm not sure how to transition into the actual assessment parts. Maybe I should just end it here, or maybe I should do an extra line that implies that the assessment has started. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Let's see. I forgot what I was gonna put. Let's with how each of you handle your formations. Alright, then it would go into the tutorial. Alright, and although this shouldn't be concrete because the lines are made out of concrete, so I should make this something else, the floor, that is, before I continue. And let's just put something under these guys to make sure they don't fall. Alright. What should the floor be? Maybe bricks? Like gray bricks? Let's see how that looks. Kind of blends in with the walls too much. I don't know, it kind of looks good. You know, I should at least like make the floor look decent, like the material actually makes sense. Let's try gray granite. That's worse. Or lighter gray granite. Uh, yeah, that works. Yeah, I like that. Alright, let's start with actually making the tutorial. Yeah, I'm just unplugging my headphones this time. Really annoying. And remember, I just got those things, so it's just like even more annoying then. Alright. I don't know, I don't want to like start a really long topic because I'm probably gonna get right back into writing the story again soon. This should be relatively quick to make. Just like DK can lift a boulder with relative ease, I can build a training arena in Roblox with relative ease. I don't know, I'm cringe humor. I'm the... Yeah, that was really bad. Probably because they were never expanded to the right size to begin with. Alright. Should put it like right here. Trying to get the right shade of blue. Rep. Okay, finally. Jeez. The tutorial for the control side might go a little quicker than the resistance side, mostly because it's kind of hard to create a tutorial for this side. We'll see. I'm gonna start with the energy thing. Excuse me. Zero energy. I don't know if I want to have contains as a mechanic. Basically what contains is how much fighters of this you can deploy, or like of each type of guard. I was in the Moo Cow one, but I don't know if I want it in this one or not. Although Jackson should be like one use only. If I do decide to use contains, then I'll just have to change that. Let's call this teleporter tutorial. And the best thing about teleporters is that I don't have to worry about misspelling them, because people don't see them. Alright. Okay, kind of find the best way to word the tutorial. Alright. I am going to say this one time and one time only. Gotta remember to put the period. To deploy an ally, say deploy and the unit name. Bit much to type, because you want to make sure the player doesn't type too much, because typing is basically the only thing that controls anything. But if you do like too much of that, it might not work out. Like, if the player has to type too much, they might quit earlier. Let's see here. They will appear in the blue area. You will then need to direct the unit and plan out where they need to go. Alright, so say here on the spot you want to go to next. We'll have to do this a couple times before the unit starts moving. Like what I mean with that, you'll see soon. Let's see here. Not sure how to word this next part. Trying to think. For some reason my playlist exited out itself. Just fine, I guess. Not sure what to play though. As for music. Let's just focus on this. Yeah, sometimes moments like this can be a little hard for me. I mean, I like the writing part so much, but sometimes like wording things, it can be harder than it seems. Plus, my mind is actually drawing a blank right now. Gosh. Okay, I got it. Amount of moves you have to plan is equal to a units routing. So pay attention. Alright, I think that's good. So let's make the next part of the tutorial NPC up here, because there should be multiple parts. I'm going to have him with an exclamation point to imply that his dialogue has changed. Because some people won't notice that. Good, good. Now, someone get in here. Try and get past Jackson's defense. So then we get a light guard. Turn it into a light soldier. and copy it over when this is done checking. You know something is done checking when this blue line is done going back and forth. It does that for all types of texts, even top orders, which is a little annoying, but I can understand it. Just checks the text again to see if anything was like wrong with it. Alright. Oops. Can skip that. Should I doubt I misspelled learn. Maybe I just did a typo and didn't notice it. You need to do is say the name of your ability in chat. Sure, you time it right as well. Which doesn't matter because Jackson is gonna catch the guard anyways. I just want people to get some sense of strategy, because if you time Jackson's ability right, you can catch the guard earlier than if you wouldn't. And there's gonna be a third one. Should do a say done thing. Reading this text. Alright, and the third one, the enemy is now detected. This means Jackson can move freely until the Detected enemy dies. So, I don't know if people are going to immediately draw to the conclusion that you can like break through your routing by saying here in a spot that isn't your routing. But I can always like elaborate. I had like a couple times like that with my other games where I didn't like explain something as well as I thought I did. You can attack an enemy by standing on them and saying shoot as well. Try everything you can to out the enemy and capture them. Because this is the last one they see, at least for this tutorial. Alright. When the player gets done with that, they will be treated to another text hallway. I don't know if I need to cover those. I know I covered the last ones, but I'm not going to cover these. You did an incredible job. Everyone should use you as an example. Again, a lot I'm doing in this story so far is on the nose. Like, even for me, I do like in the first part of Trust No One, Trust Someone, I did a lot of on the nose things, but this is just getting absurd. Like there was like at the very least some subtext in the beginning of that, but this is no subtext at all. I'm mostly unsure on how to do the subtext right here. It's just making me kind of annoyed with myself. Guess I can just go back and do it later, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to get into the groove of things, especially lately because I've been so low on energy for whatever reason. Anyways, let's see here. When you are done with assessment, should go talk to an. And I need to look up how to spell administrator. They will give you a room to stay in. Alright. That's this first part. Sin leaves the training area. I don't know if I should put in follows lax instructions, or if I just should end it there, because I don't know if it's implied or not. I guess I should have more faith in the reader, but then again, I'm sort of worried that they won't get that. I mean, I get that people are smarter than I give them credit for sometimes. And I love, not that this is subtext, but I love subtext. I just not good at it sometimes. I mean, I've done subtext before. It's just that this is not a very good example of myself, in my opinion. Or maybe it's just because I'm streaming. I'm normally bad, but I seem more bad to myself because I'm streaming, or I'm performing worse because I'm streaming. I don't know. I feel like this would have turned out the same anyways because I was a bit unsure what to do with this first part, but the later parts should be better. Like, I have a lot planned for the later parts, and I really like what I have planned. Anyways, and follows lax instructions. After Jackson, again, I shouldn't say Jackson, I should say you because this is a first person story and you are controlling Jackson. I guess this is a bad habit of mine. I should go back and see if I did Ebony does this instead of you do this. Like, I think I did that at least once in the last one. After you get or room, you decide to explore the building to get some bearings. Bearings? It's double R, I think. Bearings. Heck if I know, honestly. That seemed to work. Okay, what next? You find another room, I should say. I don't know. Or should I say class? I mean, this is kind of like a college, but I don't want it to be like a college. Like, I mean, I want it to be like a college, but like at the same time not, because it's like supposed to be like guard training. I mean, I guess like Jackson is doing this for a career opportunity. So I guess it's more like a college, but I don't know. Like, I've considered this before, but there's supposed to be another character called Ella who is in like sort of like a different class, or like a different, what's it called? But she's still technically a guard. Like, she just handles the more like technology part of being a guard, like cameras and drones and turrets. And this is supposed to be where Ella is introduced. This classroom. Just delete that. And she's supposed to be a very like joyful person. Yeah, I should probably make her question mark, question mark, question mark for now, even though her name is gonna be pass first assessment early 2. And I'm gonna do something very, very novel here. Like, I don't know if you guys can, like, keep up with this, but I'm gonna have Jackson talk. Ooh, I know, right? I'm trying to be sarcastic here. Please bear with me. Well, I don't know if I want him to say that. What's your name? No, that's not really how people talk to other people. I guess Roblox doesn't like people asking for other people's names. Okay, that works. It's like the hard drink comparison. Alcohol is tagged, but hard drink isn't. Even though hard drink means the same as or is probably even worse than saying just alcohol, because alcohol can apply to many things. Hard drink just means hard drink. Like, it makes no sense. Like, it's like the difference between what is your name and can I ask your name? My name is Ella. Nice to meet you. Same here. If we both assess and I don't know if I want to say that now that I think about it. I mean, I have a couple ways I can continue the scene. None of them are really great. Like, I want to move on to the next scene as soon as possible. But I also want to make it seem very natural to, like, give Jackson's and Ella's relationship, you know? Because you can see what I'm trying to do here. Well, maybe not, but you know what I'm trying to imply. They should at least be friends, you know? Mm, kind of show me where I can and administrate. I spelt that wrong, definitely. Guess I didn't just copy it from over here. Or maybe not. Yeah, you'll have to look it up. I don't know if this is the best way of doing this. Like, I'm doing a pretty bad job with the start of this campaign. I feel like I did a better job with the other one. But like I said, I have confidence in myself. Just because something may not start as well doesn't mean it won't, like, I don't know. Like, I expect better of myself. Kinda. Like, again, I know I'm an amateur, but I don't know. I mean, this conversation does seem pretty natural to me, honestly. I don't have that much conversations with other people. Like, with a random stranger, this makes sense. Like, You run into a person, you introduce yourself, they introduce themselves, and and sometimes that person would ask for your help. But that doesn't seem that unnatural to me. So at the very least, it's natural. But I think you can use, I don't know, something else. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I feel like I've done better. As far as beginning scenes have gone anyways. Since I'm having so much trouble with this, maybe I should pivot soon. Maybe I'm getting too much in my own head since I'm streaming, but I feel like that would be a good idea. After I finish this hallway, that is. So should I have him say it, or should I have the black text say it? I think the black text. You show Ella where the nearest administrator is and go back to your room. One thing I learned from Lord Blocks is like that game has like very long scenes, so you don't want your scenes to be too long. So I should end the scene soon, which is what I'm trying to do here. It's just meant to introduce Ella. Jackson's relationship with Ella will grow. Just stuff like that is slow. I don't know what to do to signify that it's the next day, so I'm just gonna do like a black line. Like, I don't want to do a teleporter because that would be a little awkward, I think. It should be yeah. The next day you enter the training ground again. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. After I name this teleporter, there. Alright, be right back. So I might have to end the stream. I actually really wanted it to be longer than this. Like, even if I was going to, like, stop billing this here, I would want to, like, still stream because I love streaming. It's just I have to do something. It's a shame. I'm gonna check how long the stream has gone. Oh, it's been going for 2 hours, longer than I thought it was. Honestly, that's pretty good, honestly. I'd like to go for 1 more hour, but that's perfectly fine. Alright. See ya. That's not how you end the stream, but oh well.